Triton Wrestling family joins the larger Triton community in an effort to support its own family. During tonight's meet, Triton versus Salem, over in the corner over there, we'll be collecting donations to help defray the costs for the Stone family. We asked everyone today, Triton team, to wear orange for the wrestling meets to bring awareness to leukemia. At this time, you can join me in a moment of silence. Thank you.
And now we're back. Tell me when you're ready to go. Good. Okay. All right. Welcome to Byfield, Massachusetts, Triton Regional High School, home of the Vikings. And tonight we got a wrestling match, boys varsity, and it's Triton versus the Salem Witches. So I'm Patrick Heffernan, and I'm joined today by Dylan Merrill. Very exciting. Dylan, tell us about yourself and what we got going on tonight.
I graduated the year 2022. I was a captain for the wrestling team. I wrestled for 4 years. Very happy to be here as we watch the coin toss right now. Before we start, tonight was organized and planned by the Triton Wrestling managers with help from the boosters. And we are here in memory of Haley Stone, who passed away on Christmas Day of this year. And it was a great loss to the community. And we are in orange tonight, spreading awareness for leukemia.
Exactly. So you'll see all the Triton players, the wrestlers are all wearing orange T-shirts. A lot of the folks in the crowd here in orange tonight. So, and who do we have first wrestling tonight, Dylan?
We are starting off at 120 tonight. This is...
Might have to use our cheat sheet here to figure out who that is. Thanks to the Triton boosters, the wrestling boosters. They put together quite a package for us here. Who we got?
We have Alex Sabino at 120, and he is facing off against Anthony Nolasco. The whistle is blown, and we start. He's coming out early with a shot, and that's 2 points.
That was pretty quick. He spun him around already.
Yep. So he's earned a takedown there, which is worth 2 points, and now he has got Anthony on his back, and he gets additional points for that.
So he's got 3 already?
Yes, sir. And he is looking for the pin right now, coming out right out of the gate with that.
Less than 30 seconds into this. He's already got 3 points. He's going for a pin.
That was a beautiful start to this one, and you'll see he's sinking his hips down low to the mat and keeping pressure down, and he's moving. And Salem he's rotating. He's walking around kind of on the mat to try and get away, and Alex walks right with him, which is a great move. And he keeps control of the back of the neck and his arm.
He's starting to come out of it, though. And if he gets a point, if he gets up, right?
Yes, sir. That'll be 1 point. But I don't know if he'll get it.
No, maybe not. He went down so quick. He's got to spin him back down again. He keeps him from getting that point. Still can't get him quite all the way down. About 30 seconds left.
Some more backs. He's got to get his...
And he got the pin. That's fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful.
2.5 minutes in. Nope. Yep. Nicely done.
That is our 120 Triton.
So that's how many points is that for the win?
That'll be
the pin?
6 on the scoreboard.
6 on the scoreboard. And that was quick. Now Triton coming into this match, 6-1 on the season. Their last was a win on Tuesday night against Linfield, and you can go back on Viking VTV on YouTube and watch it. So they just sent a wrestler out. They didn't have anybody.
That was a forfeit collected by Boston Record.
So how many do they get for that?
I believe that is 6.
6 as well.
Another forfeit collected by Ash and Mace.
So we're up to 18 already.
Triton putting up points early.
Last year they actually beat Salem 48-34. So I don't know how much you remember of that match.
I I remember I was the last wrestler, and I remember I felt like kind of a big weight off my shoulders because whether I won or lost, we had already won the thing.
It was tight. It was 48-34, so it was the tightest margin that you guys had last year heading into the postseason. They gave you the toughest match of the year.
Yeah, and they're coming back with an even bigger team this year.
All right, who's on the floor for Triton now?
This is Lucas Bistany, weighing in at, I'm not sure if you can see over there.
What's he weighing in at?
Lucas Bistany weighing in at 138. He's got good wrist control over here as well as a tie up on the tricep and now the overhead tie. He'll be looking to bring him to the ground. That's something that Mac teaches. If you can see, he's reaching back and ripping his hand off the back of his neck, and that just allows him to keep control of the mat, and he won't have down pressure on his neck, so he won't be able to, they call it a snap down.
Right.
You pressure the weight of your upper body onto their shoulders and neck, and you can sort of get them down to the mat that way and hope to score a takedown and get two.
So just about a minute into this, and neither one of them really has, there we go. I was just about to say neither one of them has made much of a move.
Yep. Still looking for the takedown.
Neither one of them wanted to go down.
Lucas is a hard worker. He's, from my time in the room with him, he was very passionate and always came to work and cared about the team, cared about his teammates, and just a great locker room presence, as they say.
Now, is he a senior on this team?
I believe he is a senior or junior.
Junior, yeah. 30 seconds left.
Still nothing.
And neither one of them seem to be able to get that one move,
Right. It's always been my experience. You don't want to, or I never wanted to try and do too much in the last 30 seconds of a match, because that's where
you make a mistake like that.
Right.
He got two for that?
That's two right there, and he'll be looking to keep him on the ground.
Yeah, and he got a third.
Gone out of bounds.
That's another point, right?
No points for out of bounds, just resets.
Oh, right. Yep.
But they'll be starting with Lucas on top because he was on top when they went out. And he goes for the stand-up, and that's the end of the first period.
So he's got two, right? Just the two?
Just the two. Hard fought so far.
Yeah, no kidding.
A lot of intensity in this one.
Question about what's going on with...
It's like a little
back and forth by the coaches. Looks pretty good natured. They're laughing at each other. So I imagine these guys all know each other really well.
Yep.
Here
Especially
in the
Coach Max, very well known in the wrestling world. If you look, Lucas, I'm not sure how well you can see it on camera, but he has two arms on the wrist and forearm. And now he'll be called for locking hands on bottom. So when you're on top like Lucas was,
right.
your
you
two
can't
hands
lock your hands underneath.
Cannot touch.
Right.
So that is, I'm not.
He gave him a point.
Gave him 1 point for that. Yeah. Sometimes it's just a warning.
So a point for an escape, 2-2 now.
The escape.
All tied up.
Tied up with 1:40 to go in the second period here. Back to more or less where we started at the tie-up. He'll want to get out of that and go for a shot in my mind, but it worked for him last time.
Yeah, and he waited until the last. Well, I'm not sure he waited, but he didn't really make a move until that last 30 seconds.
Right. That was my strategy a lot of the time was people will, you kind of bat around for the first part of the period, and then for whatever reason towards the end people feel pressure to make a move and score points at the end, and that's where you kind of get desperate and you'll be looking for your guy to make a mistake.
Right, you can counter and take advantage of it. So we're under a minute left now in
Lucas
the second
with a
period.
shot. He's got to rotate.
Chance.
There's two.
Takedown for two.
Beautiful. Oh.
Almost got spun around. Now he's underneath. But he's got the advantage,
there
no
he
doubt.
Goes. He's got to run that around.
Got a chance to pin.
That'll be back points.
Close but not there. Close but not there.
Beautiful 2 points for the backs.
He's got at least 6 now.
Yep, we are 6-3 with 25 seconds left in our second period here. He'll be looking to break him down. I would go right back to the same move that he just did, or you can hear Coach Arch yelling for that spiral ride, which is to push the arm and the leg in opposite directions
Right.
to flatten him out.
Didn't quite work.
Can't
Point
keep
for
him
red.
down.
It's going to be a buzzer now, yeah. So we have it at 6-4, I think, right?
6-4.
Oh, do they have it up there?
6-4 with.
I'm trying to guess, and the scoreboard's got it for us. All right. Here we go.
It's a pretty good job guessing.
Neutral start now.
We'll start from neutral in the third period. Lucas is up. If I was him, I'm not looking to do too much in this period. I'm just trying to stay up and
just don't give up anything.
yeah,
right?
stay on him, not let up any points. Just keep the gas pedal on. But at this point, you're not necessarily. I mean, the pin's always nice, but you don't need it.
Right.
At this point in the game.
It looks like he went for it right there.
Yep.
Can't seem to spin the kid over.
Yep. He does. He'll want to keep his base up. I would get out of that. And he does.
Here, go again from the Triton coaches.
You can hear them. They want to take down. I think they're probably looking for a score to put this one out of reach with just about 1 minute left here.
I can hear his teammate yelling at him, you need a takedown. So they understand they need to make a big move here, but
yep.
Not sure Lucas is going to allow it. He's quick enough.
Yeah, he's been like a brick wall so far in this one. And he's here with the tie-up. Nice sprawl, throwing his legs back on the shot to put them out of reach. He can't be taken down that way.
Just about 35 seconds left now. Not a single point scored in this third period.
He's looking to run.
Quick move, but Lucas looks to be quicker.
He's got to get out from under there. There we are. He's got to stay away from his back with just
got 10 seconds
10
left.
seconds left. A reversal here will send it to overtime. And it does.
2 points there. It's going to be 6-6.
Uh-oh.
That's going to run out time.
And we will see our first overtime in this one.
How long are the overtimes? 3 minutes as well?
Yeah, same thing. But if I remember correctly, it's actually it looks like 1 minute here. And I believe first score wins, but I could be wrong about that.
Lucas moves quick, chance to drive, takes him down, there's 2 points. And they say that's it. Nicely done. Excellent done. Lucas Pastani with a really big win right there for Triton.
They've shut him out so far. We are up to.
I think it was 8. That was 8-6, right?
Yes.
So I don't know what the first one. I mean, a couple of those were 6-0, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember the first one. So.
I mean, either we've got the 145 is coming out. Brendan Dalton facing Braden Eastman, I believe that says.
Dalton? For us?
Yes. Or am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't see a Dalton on the list, but that's all right.
Oh, that's for Salem.
Yeah, that's for Salem. Who is it for us?
Versus, looks like a Braden Eastman.
Eastman, all right.
I'm getting confused over here.
So Eastman, a sophomore.
Oh.
Taken down, 2 points for Salem.
To stay off his back.
But it seemed like the Salem kid just let him up, though.
He might have, and just hoping to. Some people will do that, especially. They'll do that just to. You take him down, get your 2, let him up. You sacrifice the 1 just to get another 2.
Okay. Yeah, because he did sacrifice the 1, so it is 2-1.
Worked well for him over there. It looks like we might have, unless the scoreboard was wrong, we're 6-1.
Yeah, he might have gotten 2 somewhere other way.
He's got an arm bar in there.
He's in trouble now.
He's going to want to stay off his back here. This is one of those situations where you just want to grind it out and and just stay off your back, and it's going to be it's not going to be fun for you, but
he's got 40 seconds worth of staying off his back. It's going to be tough. And that's going to be
there's
the pin.
the pin for Salem.
So Salem with the first win of the night for them.
That will make it 21
unofficial
to 6.
score is unofficial score is I don't know. So who we got coming up next for Triton?
This will be the 152 class.
So Eastman 3-3 on the year coming into this.
Coming out early with a shot. The single leg, he'll look to rotate that over.
Do you know who this is wrestling for Triton?
This is, I am unfamiliar. It looks like Amir Alami.
It could be Amir Alami.
He was, I believe this must be his first year. I never wrestled with him.
Yeah, they're just yelling out Amir. So another sophomore here.
There we go. He'll be looking to stand up here.
It's 5-4 on the season so far.
He's got to stay off his back right here.
He's in trouble right here. He's in a lot of trouble right here.
He's got to stay up and try to get that arm through and just punch to his stomach if he can.
But he doesn't, and he goes down. That's 6-0 for Salem. They are catching back up. 2 wins in a row for them.
A lot of quick matches here tonight. Not too many aside from Lucas's.
Yeah. Lucas is the only one that went 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one to make it out of the first period.
4. All right, so who's coming up now?
Here we have, I'm unfamiliar with these, will be the 160s, I believe. And that looks like Anthony.
Likely another sophomore or Anthony Navaroli.
Little circling around. Early with the single leg shot. They're spinning. See who comes out on top of this one.
Yeah, Anthony's got the footwork going. He's just got to get a move here.
Yep.
Looks like he has his arm.
He's got that tricep. He might be, this could go either way right here. Yep.
Now he's got his head.
Yep.
Now he's got his foot. Nope. And that's going to be 2 points for the takedown. If he can get out of that, he gets a point for a reversal. He's not out of it yet, though.
He's going to be wanting to look just for the stand-up here, in my mind.
Nothing. They're not calling anything on that. No points either way. Now he's down.
Now.
1 shoulder down. 2 points now.
50 seconds left. He'll want to, same as the last one, he'll want to be punching that arm through, and it looks like he's doing a nice job of that right now, just to roll through to his stomach and get off his back.
Nicely done.
And he'll sacrifice points for that, but it's better than a pin.
So 30 seconds left now for Anthony to get something going here.
He'll want to get right to his feet and stay out of, that's called a cradle right there, where he has, he's got his leg and his head locked up, and he'll look to get his hip to his hip and roll him onto his back.
And he did, yeah. Nope, but not enough. 10 seconds now to go or so, yep.
He'll stay off his back for the rest of the period.
If you can just hold out 3 more seconds, 2, 1.
5-0 at the end of the first.
So Anthony Navaroli, 4-3 on the season.
Not a bad record coming out your first year.
Yeah. 1 pin so far on the season. Now, given the choice, would you prefer to be in Anthony's position or the Salem kid's position to start this off like this?
You know, when I was younger, a sophomore or junior, I would have defaulted to the bottom.
Yeah.
And from there, I would try to either stand up or reach back and get the elbow and roll over and go straight for the pin. But as I trained more and got older, by my senior year, I would have probably wanted to be on the top and look for the breakdown and go for the pin from there, which is just, you know, learning more moves and gaining more experience. Changes your game, I suppose.
So the Salem kid got the choice, and he went with going on the bottom. Doesn't look like it paid off for him yet.
There he goes. He'll want to look for the near side cradle there, and it looks like he
almost has it. He almost has it.
Beautiful.
He almost has it.
If he can keep his weight
He's
back.
got at least two. He's got to push him a little bit further. Come on. He can get a pair down there. Wow.
Beautiful.
That is fantastic.
Beautiful. That was always one of my favorite parts of this sport, is how you can come from behind and get a pin like that.
That is a huge reversal after that first period. Wow.
That was beautiful.
Wow. That's his 5th win of the season, I think. Absolutely fantastic for him. Who's this coming in now?
This is a brother of mine, Nolan Merrill.
Really?
Yes, sir. Clocking in 170. And it looks like he has John DeVillo.
6-6 on the season with 6 pins. I like he's wearing the orange knee brace, too.
Yep.
Good for him. I've seen some orange socks out there on the team as well.
Yeah, definitely a beautiful amount of support from them running on in orange. I don't know if we got that on camera, but they did their warm-ups in orange shirts, and the Triton community has really rallied behind the Stone family.
Absolutely have.
Weeks. Nolan will be looking to build his base up and hopefully get to his feet here. Having that ankle's not doing him any favors.
Nope. This kid flips around to the other side.
He's going to want to get his hands free and out in front of him if he can.
2 points already for Salem on that one. Nolan arches his back to keep himself off the floor. Almost gets away from it.
A bridge, they call that, and he does it very well.
It's almost like he's bridged himself out of it. He's awfully close.
Yep. He's looking flexible. He's going to want to, you can't stay there forever, though. He's going to want to get that arm through and roll to his stomach.
Almost.
He's almost there. He's caught in a corkscrew right now.
God, oh, wow.
There we are with the reversal. Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
That's textbook. He's going to want to just get around and get to his 2.
30 seconds left.
Got a little greedy with that one. 30 seconds left in our first period. We have 5-0 Salem. In my mind, he's going to want to go right back to the same thing he just did and build up to his base and either stand up or look for that reversal.
Now he just wants to bend out this clock because he's all the way down to just 10 seconds left. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 2, 1.
An awesome job so far, staying off his back, even from being down and on his shoulders. It's impressive. It's harder than it looks to get up on your neck like that.
Yeah. So a lot of yelling from the bench, from the coaches. How much of that did you hear when you were actually out there on the mat?
You know, it's funny. It's almost like you kind of always hear what you need to. Like it's all a roar, and then you'll hear half Nelson or whatever above the crowd, which is kind of neat. But,
so he gets a point for escaping.
There we are. He'll look for the takedown. A nice sprawl. I'd even sprawl again from there.
Kid is quick.
There he goes. He's got to get his leg over that arm, and he gets his 2.
Now he's in a good spot. He's on the board.
Yep. Here he is with the power half, but see if he can hang on. He's got his legs in. Back to his power half, which just from knowing him and talking to him at home, he loves that move. That's one of his...
I'm not going to ask who wins when the two of you wrestle, because...
It's me.
So now you could see him actually look over to the ref, or look over to his coach.
Yep.
And here's something. I'm going to say whatever he tried, it didn't quite work. 2 points went to the Salem Witches instead on a reversal.
And that's a smart thing to know when to listen to your coaches, but without interrupting the match.
Right.
I mean, you look up for that half second and lose focus.
Yeah.
And that's where you can make mistakes.
That arch is unbelievable.
Yeah, another just beautiful job of staying off his back here, and that is something that that they're trained. They build their neck strength, and it's very impressive. He'll want to stay up for another 30 seconds or so here.
Salem kid's got to be frustrated. It feels like he's got him down, almost pinned so many times, and it's just Nolan's holding on.
It's the flexibility and the strength in his legs and his neck. And mental toughness at this point. It's especially in that position. It's very easy to want to give up. But
10 seconds now. 10 seconds. Salem kid looking to the ref, hoping for a pin. I don't think he's going to get it. I think he's going to run out of time, and that's it.
That's a painful position right there.
Wow.
Hard fought so far as we go into the third period, I believe.
Yeah, only the second time I think we've been to 3.
Yeah, we've had, like I say, short matches tonight.
Nolan making a choice. So I got to say, the ref bears a striking resemblance to Superintendent Brian Forget. I don't know if anybody else sees that, but I do. Looks like
I noticed that too.
Slightly shorter version of our dear superintendent.
Now that you say it, he does look very much like him.
Not sure how much Superintendent Forget watches the wrestling matches, but gotta let him know.
Maybe he moonlights as a as a ref.
So another point for Salem on the escape.
Yeah,
and he's in trouble now.
Couldn't quite keep him down. We are looking at 12-2.
Yeah, it's going to need a pin here, right? I mean,
in my mind, 10 points is kind of a long road to travel, especially in the third period. But
if he gets a pin, does the Salem kids' 12 points still carry over?
No.
No. Okay.
No. So you could score 1 million points in the first period, and it doesn't mean anything if you get pinned in the second.
Good to know.
Which is kind of the neat thing about wrestling, I think, is there's always kind of a fighting chance, and that's where conditioning comes into it a lot. Because if you can score a lot of points early, but you're exhausted by the third period rather, it's really all for nothing.
Yeah, and it looks like I would think the Salem kid has got to be getting exhausted because he's had Nolan in trouble so much, but he can't just finish it off.
Yeah, and that's frustrating. On both sides of that, it's frustrating to feel like you're down the whole match, and it's frustrating to feel like you're right there the whole match, and you just can't quite get it done. Nolan looked for the stand-up, but Salem does kind of a nice job of keeping him down.
Yeah, it wasn't quite quick enough to get out of that.
Yep. He'll want to be working to his feet here and looking for a reversal with short time, 45 seconds left.
Not a lot of time at all if he's going to score anything.
Here he goes. He's got to move here and look for that reversal and run it around. Coaches are yelling for him to get on his hands and get hand control. Just under 30 seconds left. We'll see what kind of magic we can make happen, I suppose.
Doesn't have a lot of time. Under 20 seconds now.
It's going to take some luck here.
Getting kind of spun around and spun around.
Again. If he can stay off.
Oh, and he got pinned.
Hard fought.
That was a tough one.
He looks a little upset with that call. It was kind of a quick.
It was a little bit quick, it seemed. Yeah. It'd have been a long match, though.
Yep. Out come the 182s. Looks like Shane Field for Salem. And
who we got for Triton?
Jared Cody.
Jared Cody, another sophomore. You're right. You said before this is a young team. It has been a young team that's rolled out here.
They are. I think it's a good mix, in my opinion, of guys who are a little more experienced and a young team. And I think in a year or two we'll see a team with quite a bit of talent.
And that was a very quick pin.
Quick pin by Salem. How's our score looking over there?
I have it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Triton, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Salem. But I'm not sure. I know the scoring doesn't work. It's just not sixes, is it? Is it just sixes or no?
A pin is 6, and if you win by decision, it is.
We can actually see the score right there. I can't see it. 27 to what?
27-24, it looks like. So a close one here as we move into the 195s.
Is this Aylward? This is Doug Aylward, right?
I believe. And he's looking to get to that leg and cradle him up if he can. Salem gets his head out, but it might work out for Doug anyway here.
Doug, who's a junior who was on that team last year.
Yeah, Doug is a kid who's been wrestling since he could crawl, as far as I'm aware. He did the River Rivals program, and he came in as an 8th grader, I believe, and he's been off to the races ever since. Just a great wrestler and one of my favorite kids to watch. Always hard working and very flexible. If you look at his, you'll see his shoulders bend in ways that maybe you might think they shouldn't. Like
13-2 on the season. He came in second place in the Framingham tournament and second place in the Tingsboro tournament.
Still chasing that gold medal. It looks like he's got wrist control there as well as the leg. Salem will be warned for stalling, which is a call if you're not really doing anything. If you're not working to improve your position, you can get penalized for stalling.
Does he get a point for pushing him out? No, he doesn't, right?
No. And that can even be that can be even a penalty as we end our first period here for fleeing the mat. You used to see it called a lot more.
Yeah.
Like when I was a freshman, they used to call it all the time, and they don't do that so much anymore.
So a couple years ago during that outdoor tournament that you were at,
yep,
one of the things I noticed watching that again is how many times the referee admonished the wrestlers for not engaging and not wrestling. He was like, want to see some action here. None of this standing around. So.
Yep. And a lot of as you wrestle and see more refs throughout the league, you'll kind of get a feel for each ref's personality, and it kind of lets you know kind of what you can and can't get away with almost. Right. So some refs want to see movement the whole time, and some are real quick to call pins, and some aren't. So that's all part of the game, is figuring out what you can do with the ref as well, and that can give you an advantage. Yeah,
and that's got to be an advantage later in the match, too. I mean, once you get a feel for it, the guys that are going to come out and wrestle next now know what this ref is like.
Right.
Just having watched the first 3, there's 2 points for Triton.
Doug's on top. He's had pretty solid control. In this one, we are 4-0 with a minute left in the second period. And he's trying to run that around and get him to his back as Salem works to base up.
Feels like we spent most of this match in this exact same position.
Yep.
This kid on his stomach and not able to do anything. And there we go. There we go. Trouble. Here's a chance. Here's a chance. Yeah, he's going to get him. He's going to get him. He's going to get him.
That's back. And there we are.
That is fantastic.
Beautiful.
I'm not going to bother trying to keep score anymore. We're just going to get scoring updates as they happen over there. So,
that was an awesome match.
All right, who we got coming up now?
Ashton Watson.
Ashton Watson, football player too, right?
Yes, sir. Wrestling the 220 spot. I believe he was lineman of the year, defensive lineman of the year.
Oh, could have been. Yeah, I think he might have been. Yeah,
something like that. He's been. He's another one that's fun to watch, and he's always been very dominant in his matches. Just a big, strong, athletic kid.
Probably a senior captain, right?
Yes, he is, I believe.
13-1 on the season.
Do we have anybody undefeated?
First in Framingham, first in Tingsboro. I don't think so. I see 13-1 as the best record we got.
Still not a very bad one at all.
No, not at all. Nobody can complain about that.
Nope. So he's keeping pressure down on his head here, looking for that snap down. And I think he might even be looking for an ankle pick to reach down and grab that ankle and trip him, put him right on his back.
Looks like he tried that right there.
Which that can work very well if you're much longer than your opponent, and Ashton certainly is here.
What weight are we running?
These are 220s.
220s. He's got a chance if he can grab that leg.
He's going to want to stay up on his toes and, get to the back of that knee if he can. We're back to our feet here with just about a minute left. No score.
Oh, almost spun him around.
Looking to get behind him and drop him to the mat if he can.
He's got him. He's got him. He's got him. He's got him.
Salem looking to get away. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to grab that leg and just drive and circle to his hip.
Oh, he's got him.
And he does it. There's 2 points for Ashton. Just about 30 seconds left. He's looking for that power half that we saw Nolan try to utilize earlier. But
chance to turn it. Chance to turn it.
He's going to want to get his...
He's only got 20 seconds.
He's going to want to get his feet out to the side there.
If he can get another point to it.
There he is. If he can settle and get his chest heavy, he might have
it. He got him.
There it is.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
That'll bring us, I believe, we're at 39-24. Vikings leading it. With just a few matches, I believe 3 to go here.
All right, who we got coming out now?
Out comes Tony Sforza, who I believe is another senior captain.
Another senior captain.
And he will be facing Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod.
11-5 on the season so far for Tony Sforza. And 9 pins for those 11 wins, so that's pretty good.
Not bad at all. And it's definitely, if Tony has you on your chest, you're going to have definitely a hard time getting him off here.
Yeah, did you wrestle with him a few times?
I did. I used to, we would drill together all the time, and he went for that headlock early there. Gets 2, or Salem gets 2 for the reversal, rather. Yeah. I apologize. But Tony was one. He always gave me a run for my money because he knew my moves and he knew, practicing with me all the time. He knew what I would do. So it was tough for me to beat him in practice. He's going to look to stay off his back here.
He's holding it up. He's holding it up.
Try to roll through, and he's trying to squeeze his arm through if he can.
Oh, and he had him 2 hands around his head.
That'll be an illegal headlock. 1 point for Tony. I'm not sure if he called that illegal or potentially dangerous, but either way, Tony's going to be starting from the bottom.
Take it.
Yeah, it works.
And it's a chance to breathe for a minute with about a 1 minute and 14 left.
Yep. So something like that, if the ref thinks that somebody's in danger of getting injured, or if you have a headlock in, you need to have the arm and the head. You can't have just the head.
Right.
Or else it is considered illegal. Looks like he's looking for a cradle here, or just to rip his ankle over and bring him to his back.
Tony's not giving it to him, though.
Standing up, kind of doing a handstand here.
Craziness there.
Roll through off his back, get his arm through if he can.
No points for Salem on that.
45 seconds to go. I believe we're still in the first here.
Tony's got to be tiring this kid out.
Yep. And that's another big part of heavyweights is tiring them out, because a lot of these kids are bigger, and you will see more of the action towards the end of the periods, which when I wrestled heavyweight, and my favorite thing to do was to, like I say, kind of wait around and see what they were going to do, and in those last kind of seconds of any match, for whatever reason, people get impatient, they want to score, they want to just put it away, and that's when they'll get to going too fast and making mistakes, and that's what you can kind of capitalize on.
And Tony picks up a late point there with the escape. He looks kind of fired up, doesn't he?
There he is.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
His opponent's looking a little more tired than he is.
Give him another 2 minutes. Let's go.
They'll defer the choice to Salem. Looks like they're going to start from bottom. Tony will be looking for a breakdown here. So you think Salem is probably going to go for that roll that I was talking about earlier that I was into when I was younger.
But he gets the point for standing up. Yeah.
Tony's going to want to. You can hear Coach Arch yelling, "Get out of there!" He's going to want to just get completely away from him and start over at that point. He goes for the headlock.
Take him down. Rolls over though to take down 1 point for Salem, and he's in trouble now. Trying to go one way or the other.
Roll through. Still plenty of time. Left in here, so he's not going to want to wait this one out. He's going to want to see if he can get that arm and punch it through to the mat, and it looks like he'll be able to do it.
Oh, yeah, and he does.
He keeps him out of the inside of his armpit here. And that headlock he throws is kind of a high-risk, high-reward move. It's easy to get caught on your back that way, or have your leverage used against you, especially bigger kids. That's a lot of weight moving, and you can use that. It's easy to use that momentum and roll through and end up not where you want to be.
Well, he may not be where he wants to be right now, but he's still got it. You're saying not going anywhere?
That'll be locking hands on bottom by Salem. It looks like we got 12 to 2.
Yeah, they went the other way. 3-11. 3-11. 43 seconds left. I think he's going to need a pin here, too. That's a lot of points to try and come back on.
It is. I believe are we in the second period here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Still another period to go, but that is a pretty sizable gap. So I'd imagine he'll be looking for the pin here. See what he does from bottom. Just to turn around, he's going to want to make that ankle heavy and bring it to the mat if he can. You can hear Coach Arch yelling pressure backwards, which is kind of a good way to keep yourself from going over. He's going to have to get a stand up here or something. Roll if he can catch that.
He does it.
That's beautiful.
There's a chance. Oh, my God. Look at that.
That's heavyweight wrestling.
Wow.
That's awesome. I love seeing that.
Down 3-11. It just that was the one move it felt like he made the whole time.
The bench gets up for him.
Wow.
You can hear him chanting Tony.
Unbelievable. Wow.
That'll put us at 45-24 going into the 106s. I can't get over that. That's the type of thing that makes me smile.
That was stunning. That was just stunning. All he wanted to do was get up and escape, and he managed to get that roll and pin that fast, too. Wow. So who we got here for Triton?
Sam Imlach coming in against Javion Cruz, I believe that says, at 106. Sam grabbing a leg early. He's going to have to get up off his knees and onto his toes. Kind of is able to catch the other leg as Cruz brings it around here. Well, that's not really where you want to be with having the pressure down on your head, but he makes the best of it.
Spins it around, gets a couple points out of it.
He'll want to hang on to that ankle, and if he can get his momentum going the right way.
Can't seem to grab that ankle. Goes for the other leg. Sam is 7-5 on the season, and there's an escape point for Salem.
Sam's another kid who came in as an 8th grader, I believe, and wrestling 106. Always worked hard. I loved having him around when I was on the team.
Just a sophomore, so you wrestled with him for a couple years. So.
Yep.
If he came in as an 8th grader, it's fantastic.
Yeah, that was one of those things early in the season. We were struggling to find ourselves a 106. Just somebody to fill the spot is better than giving up the forfeit.
Right.
And Sam came in, if I remember correctly, he came in late, and he's been awesome ever since. Always willing to work hard and put himself out there against anybody, so I commend him for that. And we're all tied up here with about 20 seconds left. See what he can do.
Just in this first period. Feels like they've been out there a lot longer than 2 minutes.
I know.
This moves really fast. Ooh, almost. Nope. No points anywhere for that.
Want to keep circling to face them. They might go out of bounds here.
1. Yeah, they can run out
maybe
of
not.
time.
There's the end of our first period, tied up at 3-3.
Nice. How many wrestlers after this? Is he? Looks like one more kid on Salem that's warming up.
One more we have our 113s after this.
And that's it, right?
And that'll be all she wrote. With 45-24.
Is that a win already?
Vikes have this one pretty well wrapped up.
They're gonna go to Belmont next, and I mean the pressure's on for Triton. They may be a young team, but this program has been so strong for so long, with so many Cal championships. They are. Oh, there's a chance. No. Nice arch by the Salem kid.
Keep his weight back and stay heavy on his chest.
He's almost got him. The kid's spun enough, though, it looks like.
He's going to want to lift that head up and maybe even get his chest back a little more.
You talking about Sam?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a half Nelson position right there, and what you want to do is really just get chest to chest, lift up on the head, and just keep your hips heavy and keep them down if you can.
He's trying to. This kid has got enough of a spin, it looks like, to keep him out of trouble.
And these 106s are flexible.
Yeah, they are. A minute left now.
Well, like you were saying about having such a successful program for such a long time, it definitely comes with a little bit of pressure and a little bit of expectation. And there's a win for Sam.
Fantastic pin. Nicely done.
Beautifully. That's what we teach is those half Nelsons, and that's what they like to see. But there's definitely that conversation every year between the seniors and the underclassmen. Like, we have a reputation to uphold here of having winning seasons, and if you do the things we coach, like, you're going to have success, but we can't go out there and do it for you.
Who we got for Triton now?
Wrestling at 113. Ben Imlach, Sam's
all right.
brother.
Must be younger brother, yeah?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
I thought it was Sam for a minute. I was like, how's he going out again?
So an 8th grader. So that's the thing about this program. There's so many 8th graders that compete at a very high level.
Right.
I think that's more than any other sport at Triton.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely you'll see underclassmen in wrestling because, it's based off a lot of the weight.
It's
and
weight,
these lower weights, you have to have an underclassman to fill it because, an older kid's just not going to be that heavy.
Right.
So
not going to be that light.
Right, that's what I meant. But with other sports, it's based off skill, and obviously you play for longer, you get that skill behind you, and you'll make varsity, and that's why you'll see a lot of upperclassmen playing in other sports. But here, underclassmen kind of have an advantage to show what they can do because of the weight.
Yeah.
Which is, there's a lot of things I always found neat about wrestling. That's one of them.
And you wrestled for 5 years, or Sam gets a point for the escape. You were 5 years with the program?
I was 4 years since I was a freshman, but I got injured pretty early on in my first year. I hurt my knee, and I was out for my whole freshman season. But I wrestled some JV as a sophomore and junior. I didn't get the starting job till my senior year.
All right. You guys had a great season last season too. So
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Especially, it was such a great group of kids, and it was such a pleasure to be able to lead all of them, and just to see them every day and watch kids get better is one of the most fun parts of being a captain in my mind, and I imagine the same is true for a coach.
Yeah.
Looks like 6-1 as our first period comes to a close here.
Team-wise, this is already decided. Triton's already won, right?
Just about. I don't see them. Yeah, it is. We're at 51-24. So I don't see Salem coming back, but still good, especially for a young guy to fight his hardest.
Oh, yeah.
And show the coaches what he can do, and just to get match experience. It'll never hurt you to do that.
Yeah, and you practice all week. You want to get out there and wrestle.
Right. Yeah, do it for something.
Get tired of wrestling against your teammates.
Yep.
And, hey, Salem came all this way. Give him a match, right? There we go. There's a point for the escape.
9-2 Salem right now.
So if it's anything like the rest of these matches, Triton's going to get a pin here, because that's what it seems like it's been like. It's been these quick reversals, and all of a sudden Triton's get the pin, despite what the score is on that scoreboard.
Yeah, it's something you love to see. A little bit of shuffling around here. Ben goes for a shot. It doesn't quite work out for him. But
2
we'll
points
see
again.
see what he can do from the ground. It trips me out how much he looks like Sam. Yeah, it's a fun thing. These kids are they're walking out confident, and that's something I've always believed in is mat presence is something that I've called it, and walking out like it's your mat, because I mean it is here, and something we always said is we don't lose in our gym.
Yeah.
Which is another thing that comes back to that expectation of Triton wrestling.
Right.
We have our pride. Ben is staying off his back here wonderfully.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm very impressed.
No matter what the score, he's keeping this. I mean, he's keeping himself in this. And again, if he can just get to the third period now, he'll have a chance.
Yeah, if he can wait him out, and these kids work hard doing conditioning and making sure they're in shape to go the full 6 minutes, whether they have to or not.
So a few minutes left to go. I do want to mention the boosters. January 10th. Wait a minute. It's only, I don't know what day it is, but January 10th, lunch or dinner at American Barbecue to support Triton Wrestling. Mention the wrestling team to your server. Get a break. So go to American Barbecue in Rowley, January 10th, and support this team.
Good spot over there. I love the prime rib on Thursdays.
Is it as good as, I'm not going to say any other barbecue places. They're the ones that are supporting Triton Wrestling. That's what matters. So good for American Barbecue.
Ben will be looking to do something with 1:30 left.
Yeah, he's got to get that pin.
16-2. He's going to want to keep his feet moving and circle, which is what you can hear Coach Mack saying, and something that he teaches is to keep kind of moving in a circle rather than forward or backwards.
Now, if you're Salem, how much do you tell your kid, hey, just, stay on your feet because you got this one, and what you've seen all night is, there's another point for Salem.
That's what I would do in my mind. You can see the coach over there saying slow down and kind of, you want to stay on the gas, but you don't want to get going too hard and do something stupid or make a silly mistake that's going to get you pinned.
Well, all night that's what's happened to Salem is they've been winning and then they get flipped and pinned.
Right, and that comes back to that conditioning, which is so important for wrestling. And something I didn't realize when I first got into it is how much conditioning plays a role.
So that's going to end it. Salem's going to get a win in the last match, but overall, it's going to be Triton's night, I think. The final score, unless there's somebody else coming out here. Nope, I don't think so. Final score 51-29.
Hard fought as they shake hands here, and by Ben, that was a beautiful match. Even getting a technical fall, being outscored. I loved watching that.
That was an enormous amount of fun. Okay. So you can see the Triton Vikings shaking hands now in their orange, and again, that's for Haley Stone. You want to read the message from, I think that's from her family right there tonight. That's why you're seeing so much orange when you normally see blue here at Triton, but let's hear it, Dylan.
It's with great sadness that we announced that Haley passed away on Christmas Day after a 4-year battle with leukemia. She was a fighter and an inspiration to many. The family is so grateful for all the fundraising that took place while she was alive to help her parents be able to spend time as a family and allow Haley to live her best life. This GoFundMe is set up now to help defray the cost of funeral expenses and lessen the burden of burying their daughter. So there is a GoFundMe set up for the Stone family.
For the Stone family, yep. And fundraiser here tonight. And again, that's why all the wrestlers and a lot of the parents and folks in the stands why we're in orange tonight. And this was, Mr. Merrill, this was an enormous amount of fun.
I had a great time.
Yeah. It always amazes me, the times that I've done wrestling, how intense it is. And unlike any other sport, it changes. It changes so fast.
Right. Yeah, it's never too. That's the other thing I always liked is it's never too one-sided. Like I talk about those late match reversals and the pins later on. It's just something that's exciting to see because it's like you never have to lose hope.
Right. And as much as the team aspect of it and the winning and the losing at the team level doesn't detract from what's happening on the mat and the way, we saw those last couple matches, Triton basically had it won as a team.
Right.
But the wrestlers that went out there were as intense as the kids that came out at the beginning of the match. So
yeah, and that's the other thing you want to, especially as a young kid or even as being a senior and knowing it's your last year, you want to prove yourself and kind of show the team what you can do and show them what you've worked hard for 4 and 5 and 6 years, which is an awesome part of all this.
Well, from what I saw, Triton's wrestling team is keeping that bar very high, still excelling, still setting a standard. Really, honestly, in a lot of ways for the entire Triton athletic community. I mean, this program has been so fantastic for so long. So, and thank you to the VTV crew tonight.
Yes.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you to Bob, of course, for bringing us out here. Mr. Merrill, thank you very much. Enjoyed
Thank
it,
you.
and maybe we'll see you again before the end of the season.
I hope so.
Thanks.